Yeah, good day everyone. This is your homeboy Kent. I'm just let me just say this is my first video that I'll be posting on YouTube, and I'm just getting up from the bed, like trying to get the whole day and have the whole thing. And I have been posting few on on my TikTok. I will link the page on the screen above. On there, I just started also there to post trades per day and how the trade goes. So a friend of mine was like, yeah, I should start posting on YouTube, and I was like, how do they do it? And he was like, okay, just do it because your styles and everything is well composed and everything. I would link our chat also on the screen.
Bro, how far now? Morning, Merry Christmas. I won't make you dey do something like this. This is what I was expecting you to be doing by now. Do you understand? When they post some kind things for TikTok, you understand? They post, they get because people now they into forex stuff now. So if you post all these kind of things now, this educational stuff and some your previous strategy and how did he respect you, all this thing, talk about some educational forex stuff and all those kind of things. They help.
And it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy. It's been a journey. Like, we're coming to the end of the year 2025, and we're moving into another year. And I always used to say this, that one thing about forex trading is it's a life-changing experience, and it's something that when you start, you have a lot to tell people. And like, it's not all about the winning. You also know there are losses also to be made and all the stuff, but the process is what matters. The process is where the fun and where the whole thing comes from. So I'll be taking you guys like through my whole trading for the day. Today is it the 23rd? Wait, let me check. Today is the um today is the okay, today is the 22nd of December. That is when I'm starting my first YouTube video. Well, it's just gonna be smooth. I'm gonna be showing you some charts, some trades, some analysis also while I do it. But first and first, I need to go warm up the car. I need to go warm up the car. And as of Friday, as of Friday, I had a trade on GU. So I left the trade to play out till today. So I'm going to like get you guys unlocked on it, okay, on how the whole thing was all founded and the whole strategy used in it. Okay, I just came outside now to warm up the car for the day. There's this thing about this trading that when you get in a trade, you'll be like triggered to, oh, let me get out, all those things. That is just the market just doing all those things to you. One thing I will always say is when you put in your trades, and you just put in your TP and put in your stop loss and just leave it. Like, you don't need the whole thing to like get you scared and all those stuff. Some people now will say, am I motivating or all those stuff? But it's just the truth. It's just the truth, because the more you look at the trade, the more scared you become. Wait. So I'm just trying to warm up the engine of the car. And as of last week, we were on a good trades. Like, we're on few different good trades, and all actually went good. Like, all were actually going fine. And okay, yeah, we didn't hit a stop loss last week, but how will I put it? But there were some FEMO and all those things. I posted that on my Telegram group. I will also post the Telegram link on here. you will see it up on the screen. Well, it was one thing I always say is trading is fun. I remember we having a whole fight about the whole thing. Our people complain about how trading and that trading is just like sporty bets and all those things, and I was like trying to like tell them that there's a difference between sporting and trading. Yes, and there's a whole difference. I know so many people will blast me about this this statement I made now, but there's a whole difference between sporty bets and trading and all the thing. So it's just, everything is just about the experience, you know. Everything is just about the education and everything. So I'll be giving out how I trade. Like I will try and be doing the video, let's say maybe every day for every trade I make. I'll try and be doing the video and be making explanations on all the trades I make. You understand? Because mostly I post my wins and my losses on my TikTok, but all links will be posted on this video. And just as I said before, this is the starter of the YouTube page, so you guys show some love, okay? Show some love with like and subscribe and all those stuff. I don't know how much about this whole thing, but I'll be expecting you guys to guide me through it, okay? So I'll be, after I warm up the car, I'll be showing you guys the trades. Like I'm currently on the trade now. I'm currently on the EU, on the EU trade, that is Euro USD. I'm currently on the trade now. Well, I just left it to be playing out. I'm currently I don't know how up I am because my laptop is inside the house. So when I go inside, I will show the trade, but I will still explain the GU trade that I took the last time and how I cut the trade, okay? So I don't know if you guys can hear me. So this is the screen, and before I take my trades, I always go to look at the 1 day to know how the trend and how the whole thing is going. I don't use the 1 day to identify my entries and all those things, but I normally use the 1 day to know the directional bias of the market. So this is the 1 day, and this is GU, and we know that GU had an inducement, like that is like a zone over here. And if you guys don't know what a zone means, I will do a video about it. But a zone just simply means a place where the market has come to tap in multiple times. So this zone was found in 4 hours view, but I just always like to use the 1 day to just pay attention to the overview of the market. And if we look at the overview of the market, we are seeing that overall the market was bearish, but it's trying to become bullish, and that is just what we're looking at. We're not looking for an entry or anything here. We're just looking at what is going on. And if we're seeing in this part section now, like this whole thing here, is lower time frame. You understand? So you know, there's always something that they always say, if the higher time frame is bullish, and bring it down, if the higher time frame is bullish, that means the lower time frame will be bearish, looking to get to a point of entry of the higher time frame. So that is just what we are paying attention to here. So on our higher time frame, we're seeing lower lows, boom boom. That is what we are seeing on our higher time frame. This is our higher time frame. So this is what we are seeing on our higher time frame. But on our lower time frame, this is what we are seeing on our lower time frame. This is what we're seeing on our lower time frame. So our lower time frame is bearish. It's bullish because it has a target point to get to here. But let us go deep into it on how I got this trade. So we know, okay, we have a point that we are heading to, and we know, okay, the higher time frame is bearish, the lower time frame. Then after the daily, we go to the 4 hours to know what is going on. And in the 4 hours, that's when we identify the structure here. That is the zone. I said if you don't know about the zone, I will do a video later to explain it. So the zone is just a place that the market comes always to come and retest. That is just like the people that trade on support and resistance. Yeah, support and resistance people. So that is just clearly it. So looking at this, we know, okay, this is where our trade starts to come to life during the 4 hours. Okay, we say yes, on this trade, this was the candle that gave all the way down, and if we pay attention to it, this was the one that broke the whole thing. So then we do our normal character, change of character here, change of character, went to the upside. And there's something I always do. I always say, when a candle breaks to the upside, the candle will come back to come and retest the last candle that gave the momentum push. Pay attention. Here, the candle gave all the way up, created a new bearish look. Straight to the last candle that gave the move. Tested. Here again, the candle broke and created a new highs here. This is a new highs here. Like, one thing I've learned about this forex is just patience is everything. Here, and what? It came back to come and take the last zone in the opposites. The way I do it is the last opposite candle that gave the momentum push to the upside that has not been tested. That is how I put it, that has not been tested. So this is the last candle and the market came to test it. Here also it's an open candle, but this didn't break. Are you seeing it? It didn't break. So the market came back down. Because it didn't break it, then it went up, and this was what broke it. So this also is an open candle that we will just let be. Okay. So the market went up, telling us that, okay, here now is a new low, highs. So leaving us here as an open candle. Here now is an open candle that has not been tested. So whenever the market is going downtrend, we are going to be looking for an entry here. So that is it. So here, highs, here created a new low, here, this, here, created a new low. But I don't actually like taking all these things as low. I always take them as liquidity, but here is a new low because it gave move. This is a whole move and it fell down back. The reason why it came here to test was because there was a fair value gap located here. That was what's happened here. There was a fair value gap that was there that the thing came to come and test and go all the way up. Then it went up. This is liquidity. This is liquidity. So the thing went all the way up. So one thing about liquidity, it always tries to manipulate people. So it created these highs. So we know, okay, this market is being bullish. You understand? It's being bullish. So it went all the way up here. All the way up here. And we know that, yes, there's liquidity lying down here. Liquidity lying down here. That must be taken out. Liquidity lying down here. And all those stuff. So when I took this trade, I noticed this liquidity here. Okay. So you guys just pay attention to what is going on here. So from 4 hours we move down, because with this you might not be able to understand what is going on, but for me, I will just say, okay, this is our liquidity here. Then if you pay attention to something, this whole place is just, the market is rejecting from here, saying that there is something happening here that the market is rejecting from.
There's something happening here that the market has been rejecting from. Okay, the market rejected from there. You understand? Rejected, and it gave a low here, a break here, that's here, came back as it has changed its direction here. It came back to come and respect the last opposite candle here. I seen how we normally get entry, last opposite candle, but all this I'm just giving you through higher time frame here, but we normally go down to the lower time frame to get an entry here. So we paid attention. We know, yes, the market overview is an uptrend. Remember, the market overview is an uptrend. That is what is happening, and this is just that same thing I told you here. That is why I always say go down to the lower time frame. Remember, here was a fair value gap. Here was a fair value gap. If you go down to the lower time frame, it depending on what you are trading and depending on the amount you are seeking out to take out from the market. You know, most people trade prop firms. Most people trade what they call it. Most people trade prop firms. Most people trade their accounts. And if you're looking for a big win or you're looking for a particular amount of pips to pass your stuff, that is what you look at here. So this now is going to the lower time frame, because on this trade I was looking to trade a prop firm account and all those stuff. So back to it. So here was our 4 hours fair value gap. That was what was getting here, and if we pay attention to it, the fair value gap created a new highs here. This created a new highs here, that is here. And where was our last candle that gave the break? This is the lower time frame, that was here. So if you are to get a trade, you just wait patiently for the to come here. Are you seeing it? For it to just come here. Like, all these are just sweet trades. Wait for it to come. Okay, sorry, I missed it, bro. Wait for it to come. As long as you know it's an uptrend. I posted this wins, put it below the last liquidity, then straight to the previous highs, and that is a clear win. Like, the strategy is just something that just holds in. So this gave an clean sweep. So paying attention to that, you see that, okay, it created a new highs here. It created a new highs here. So let me take out this. Okay, let me just leave it in there. So it created a new highs there, saying that, okay, this is our new highs, and letting us remember that this zone now has been taken out. This particular zone has been taken out. Here has been tested out. So we're like, wait for the trade, and remember there is a zone here. So we wait for the trade, and we're like, okay, what is the trade going to do? People that want to take this downtrend, will just pay attention to it. This is a high, a low, a high, a low. Are you seeing it? Then these highs here, this now is people taking that want to get another sweet trade to the downside. This is a trend here, but I will never advise you to trade against the trend. So we know the trend is an uptrend, but people that want to take this would just be people that just want to go beyond the trade. So this is the highs, leaving us with this as our last low. That's correct. So this is our last low. We're marking it out in the lower time frame. Lower time frame in the sense of lower time frame 1 hour. You understand? So here created this low, and boom, it came here. The last opposite candle here. That was what the thing came to come test, but this was the lower time frame. But this is why I don't advise lower time frame. You see, it didn't come all the way to here, so I don't advise all those stuff. So let's let that one be. But I'm just saying, in case of people that just wanted to just take out little stuff from the market and all them stuff. So if you pay attention, the market has tested here, but remember, this zone was not tested. This is a high. This gave a new highs. This zone was tested here with this liquidity. Just pay attention to everything. One thing about trading, everything must be tested, and any zone that has been tested before will be taken out. So here has been tested, here that gave this push has not been tested. If you remember, when we were coming up, I left all these zones because they have not been tested. So here has not been tested, so we just mark it out. This is our zone. And for me, I always like to take trades with the body of the candle, not the wick. So this is our zone right here, here, here. Sorry, I'm making the thing all nasty, but all these are just for sniper entries. So someone who catch this trade from here takes all the way to the top here, you win. You see? But if you pay attention now, the market went up. You see, here is an open zone. The market went up, up, and all the way. But if you pay attention, the market didn't clear out these highs. It just went all the way up to come and test on this zone here. So when it came back down, I was like, okay, here created a high. If you see, here created a high, and we didn't take no trade. We didn't take no trade because normally we're expecting to come here, but it didn't come here. So we didn't take no trade. See, this is where I was expecting it to come firstly, to when it comes up. But for me, I was like, when it comes up here, it's supposed to come down to come and take this place because of this zone. But it didn't. So we're like, okay, it created new highs here. The strategy is just so easy. Whenever it leaves, you just don't chase the charts. Just focus on what you're seeing. So it came here, tested here. There is it. Then it broke here. And remember, there is a resistance here. So it didn't take it out. That is what it is coming now to come and take out here. So it came down. Remember, it came down to the last opposite candle. You see it? Snipe all the way. And there are two type of this thing. If you look at it, let me zoom it well for you. Last opposite candle. You can also go down to lower time frame. You know, I always say all these trades are in lower time frame. What is it? The last opposite candle. Are you seeing it? This is last opposite candle. You can say reframe it, last opposite candle to the downside, then put your stop loss below the liquidity. Simple as ABC. You know, and what I used to always say, whenever you enter, there are two types of entry. We have the aggressive entry where you just put in your pending order here. You put in your pending order here. You put in your pending order here, or you just wait. Or you just wait. I'm going to or you just wait for the whole thing to play out. Yeah, or you just wait for the whole thing to play out at that place. So most times I always wait for confirmation entry, and what I always do for the confirmation entry is in the lower time frame I wait for what do you call it? Let me take this out. I wait for a break, but most times it leaves you. So let's see. Here I put in a buy limit, so I didn't wait for a confirmation entry. So for the confirmation entry, we see this is a low that is here to here to here to here, telling us that okay, here is our last low that was taken out. Here is our last low that was taken out, and here is our last highs. Here. So telling us that here is the last candle that here was tested by here. So here is the last candle that gave the change of structure. So simply, there's just it. Simple as ABC. Still the same thing. Everything is just the same. Remember, I always say, let your stop loss be above below the liquidity. So here, so it was close to our stop loss and all those stuff, but that is just it. Simple. But remember, this is a 1 minute and 5 minutes. So, but if you wait for this confirmation, you would have missed all of this. So, but when you are sure of the market move from the higher time frame here, knowing that okay, this is just going to be it, you will just put in your buy limits and put it below the what I call it. So this could be an re-entry here. If you see it, this could be a re-entry here. This is even the liquidity. This could be a re-entry here. Straight win all the way, like straight win all the way. And it's just easy. Like I always say, trading is not supposed to be so difficult, even though it's difficult, but you just take it in the right sense, that you know that yes, it's just going to be easy for you and all of that stuff. So I'll be coming back to say something again.
What I was just saying is, trading is not supposed to be so difficult if we pay attention to what just happened on the chat. Like, it was a clear entry that it gave us, and most times we miss entries because we are not sure of it. And that is why I always used to say, when you are trading, don't risk what you cannot endure. Risk what you know you can, like risk what you want to risk. You understand? Risk what you know, okay, this is what I want to risk in the market. This is what I want to let go, that the market should take from me. This is what I want. So whenever you want to take a trade, take what you know you can risk and what you want to let go in the market, and you just let it be. So it's just a simple trade and all of that stuff. But if you don't understand it, do let me know in the comment section. I'm always I'll be paying attention to it. And as I said, this is my first video taken in the trade. I will show you the profit of the trade and everything. Here it is. Here is the trade. I took the trade and all of that stuff and all of those things. So let's just watch out for the next day. You know, it's almost the season, that's Christmas, and trades might be going haywire and all those things. So just pay attention to your trades and all of that stuff. Peace.